Hey guys, welcome to the first episode of The Alt Writer. My name is Sonakshi Mittal and I love reading screenplays, writing screenplays and talking about screenplays. So on this channel, I'm going to be analyzing some of our favorite films, their screenplays, what worked, what did not work. All of you out there who are struggling to write right now, are wanting to write right now, are currently writing, I hope this channel helps you to write, just like it helped me. Let's dive in. So the movie that we're going to be reviewing today is called Good Will Hunting.
Do you like apples?
Yeah.
Well, I got a number. How do you like them apples?
Good Will Hunting, according to me, is a movie about a young boy named Will Hunting who is talented and mathematically gifted. He is struggling to cope up with years of abuse, fear of abandonment, to finally find a purpose in life, finally find a purpose for his gifts and for himself. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make a comparison between the screenplay and the movie. The opening of Good Will Hunting in the screenplay is written in a way where Will Hunting is seen hanging out with all his friends, Chucky and the gang, as opposed to the movie. So we're introduced to Will as someone living in this kind of a nest, and Chucky is his home. Zero dialogue, zero exposition, and this is where direction comes into play. It's directed in a way where it looks like this has been their routine forever. You knock these many times, Will comes out after 2 seconds, he always sits in the front. We already have a sense of Will's world without any words. We're also set up for a great closing image. It's a great setup which makes the movie look like it came a complete circle. So it's a good thing that they didn't start it the way the movie intended it to. As we move forward with the movie, notice how the protagonist's world has been set up within the first 10 minutes in a very crisp pace. Notice how they've already established that these boys are a closely knit group, and we always see Will as someone who participates in these conversations but is not like Chucky, where he's the one who's involved, where he's the one who's telling the stories, because somewhere even Will knows this is not where he fits in. Yes, this is his safety net, but he does not fit in over here. So we have a great subtle layer already. Even if Will participated in the conversations, the movie would have been almost the same. But this was a subtle layer that was added, and it just adds to our experience without us noticing.
You dropped 150 grand on a fucking education you could have got for $1.50 in late charges at the public library.
This scene could have easily be taken place in like a diner or some bar where the friends are like, oh, you're so smart. Why are you sitting here with us? And like they joke about it and they pull his leg. This scene could have easily been that, right? But it wasn't. We see Will is not the kind of guy who would show off his knowledge. We also see that Will is super loyal to his friends. You cannot pull any of his friends down in front of him. We also see that Will is kind of a charmer. 4 things in one scene, and that required no kind of exposition. This happens with me all the time. When I'm writing, I'm always thinking, my character goes to the bar and picks a fight because he's angry. That's just one thing I'm thinking of. But what else is going on in my character's life? What else is happening? What else can I amplify with one scene? I'm going to talk about the biggest change that was made from the screenplay in the movie, according to me, which was amazing. That was the entry of Sean, the psychologist that is played by Robin Williams. In the screenplay, Robin Williams has been set up pretty early in the movie. And the way he has been set up, it's intercuts between Will's life, cutting to Robin Williams' life. He's shown 2 or 3 times doing mundane stuff. He's always shown alone. What effect that would have had on you as a viewer? Somewhere we would crave for a resolution for Sean's character because we have been set up for him really early. That is what they cut out in the movie.
Nail them while they're vulnerable. That's my motto.
Oh, good.
Everyone's back. Welcome back, everybody. Where's Sean?
That is such a great change to make from a screenplay into a movie. If one of us was writing this movie, we would have had the urge to introduce Sean early. We would have had the urge of bringing the fact that he misses his wife, he's lonely early on. The intercuts save the film from becoming part Will's story and part Sean's story.
Yeah, let's do it. I'm pumped. Let's let the healing begin. Will you excuse us?
It's so important to understand this scene from a screenplay point of view, because look at the way it's written. We know Sean, that is Robin Williams, will not be broken. We know Will is going to try his best. Now we want to see what happens. We love to act like we know stuff, and at the same time we love to be surprised. Will enters the room. It's all calm.
I like what you've done with the place.
Will starts looking around. He just wants that one thing. He wants to find that one thing that he can use against Robin Williams. And then look at the way the dialogue progresses.
What do you bench?
285. What do you bench?
You paint that? It's a real piece of shit. I think you're about one step away from cutting your fucking ear off.
Let me do my job. No, you start with me. Come on.
Maybe you married the wrong woman.
Maybe you should watch your mouth.
And Will finds out. Again, as writers, we would have had the urge to write a scene where Robin Williams is going like, why do you not open up to people? Why do you do? But doesn't this scene look more effective? Basically, the whole crux of the movie is Will's relationship with Robin Williams. If you notice, the story between Sean and Will is like a short film. Let me break it down for you. Scene 1, meeting, which is a fight.
Ever disrespect my wife again, I will end you.
Scene 2, now it's Sean's turn to show Will who he really is.
You don't know about real loss, because that only occurs when you love something more than you love yourself.
Scene 3, we're waiting for Will's wall to break down. Scene 4 and 5 are the things that we have been anticipating.
My wife used to fart when she was nervous.
She woke herself up.
Just slid my ticket across the table and I said, sorry guys, I gotta see about a girl.
I gotta go see about a girl?
Yeah. Scene 6 is the fight with Sean, which is like, it's like building up to the climax. And then scene 7 is the crying.
Oh my God! Oh my God, I'm so sorry!
Now we have reached our climax, and the resolution is when Will leaves.
Good luck, son.
8 to 9 scenes with Robin Williams, and we have our whole movie. Now we come to the part about B stories. So B stories are basically relationships that a character has around him that help layer his character more or give more volume to a character's layers or a character itself. Our first B story is Chucky. Our second B story is Skylar. Skylar is always there to bring out Will's sensitive side. The side of Will we want to see more of. The side of Will that is trying to jump over his own insecure walls. That's what Skylar brings out. His insecurities, his fears, his dark side, and his good side. Chucky brings out Will's home.
Look, you're my best friend, so don't take this the wrong way. In 20 years, if you're still living here, coming over my house to watch the Patriots game, still working construction, I'll fucking kill you.
Combine these two, and these are all paid off in scenes with Robin Williams. And vice versa. It's a symbiotic relationship. Whatever happens with Robin Williams affects these two. Whatever happens with these two affects Robin Williams. You see, it's always interconnected, even though these scenes are completely separate. The first time when Robin Williams gives this big speech to Will, after that, what is the first thing Will does?
Hello? Professor Valenti, are you calling me again?
So in the screenplay, there's a scene where Skylar goes to Chucky and asks him, why does he always shut me out? Why is he like that? Why? Isn't that more room for exposition? This is why I'm stressing on it so much, because I struggle with it myself. We always run to exposition because we're afraid no one's gonna understand. And we would have kind of not liked Skylar if that scene would have happened, even though that gave us a lot of exposition about Will. And look how the movie worked without that scene. Now we come to the part where everything goes wrong.
Don't bullshit me! Don't you fucking bullshit me!
Here is where all our setups pay off. We have set up the fact that Will is a very insecure person. We have set up the fact that he has too many fears. We have set up the fact that he cannot hold on to something that's good, right? We've sympathized with Will when he acts like a complete asshole and leaves this girl who's like totally vulnerable in front of him. Let's break this scene down as wants and desires. Skylar wants Will. Will wants security. Her want is come to California with me. That triggers Will. Why does it trigger Will? Because it involves leaving home. He goes into complete self-defense, starts screaming, shouting, talking about his past because he knows that this is getting too real. And once it gets too real, Skylar is going to see all the shit he's been through. And he doesn't want that. He's so afraid of losing her. But he goes into self-defense, almost harming himself.
I don't love you.
See how interwoven this is? We're already set up. We already know that he's gonna fight with Robin Williams. We know it. Let's talk about the ending.
You know what the best part of my day is? For about 10 seconds from when I pull up to the curb when I get to your door. Because I think maybe I'll get up there and I'll knock on the door and you won't be there. No goodbye, no see you later, no nothing. Just left.
You see what he does? He just gives a smile. And that's all we need. That's a great way to end the movie. Thank you so much for watching this video. I am myself learning and this is my way of putting out what I love to do and what I know. If you enjoyed it, please click the subscribe button so that you can be aware of the next video I make. I'll be making new videos every week. If you have any recommendations for movies that I should do, please leave it in the comments below. All your opinions about screenplays, about writing are welcome. I hope to see you soon. Bye-bye.